We have seen how the people of God moved all the way from Assyrian Empire into the Americas. Now, after the people of God were destroyed, of course, they escaped towards the islands that surround Americas. Barbados, Bahamas, Jamaica, St. Vincent, Trinidad and Tobago, and more islands. Reason why you see all the people of God in these islands. Why? Because it was prophecy, and you don't see any Ashkenaz into these islands. Why? Let's see. Back in Babylon, the power shift towards Persian Empire. Emperor Cyrus decided to return the people of God into Jerusalem to rebuild the temple and worship God. Once in Jerusalem, the Christ was born, and he prophesied how the temple would be destroyed and no stone would be left on the top of another. Let's see. Matthew 24:2. Yes, he said, you may well look at all this. I tell you this, not a single stone here will be left in its place. Every one of them will be thrown down. So, when Christ prophesied, was telling them, you have the temple now, but it will be destroyed in the future. Why? Because the Romans, when they destroyed the temple, they were looking for gold. That's why the prophecy of Christ came to pass. No stone was left on the top of each other. Let's see. And of course, Christ told them, if you are in Judea, better run into the mountains. Let's see. Then those who are in Judea run into the mountains. That's why Christ was telling them, if you see them coming to attack you and kill you, the Romans, better run into Africa. That's how they came into Africa, and later on they'll be moved from Africa into the Americas, what we call 1619, as we read in Deuteronomy. Let's read. This is what the prophet said. You will find no place, and the Lord will send you back into Egypt in ships. So Egypt means bondage, because from Israel to Egypt they could just walk on feet. But God here is saying, I bring you into Egypt in ships. Even though he said that, you would never have to go there again. There, you will try to sell yourself to your enemies as slaves, but no one will buy you. So, they will be sold as slaves, and they will try to sell themselves as slaves. Nobody will buy them. That's what happened, right? So, this is prophecy showing how the people of God moved all the way from Assyria back to Jerusalem, and then the temple was destroyed, and later on, after the Babylon would fall, the Persian Empire will return them, and of course, they will be destroyed and move again into Africa. There is no other people who were moved from one continent to another in ships. Only Africans were moved from Africa into the Americas, which confirms that what we read in Deuteronomy 28:68, Matthew 24:2, Matthew 24:16, and what happened, how the people of God were dispersed, escaped into these islands, this proved 100% or 101 that these are the true people of God. And then we are going to see how these people are going to be returned where they came from. Thank you very much for watching. May God bless you. Shalom, shalom, shalom.